Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for your continued support. Don't forget to like and subscribe where possible. It'd be much appreciated, your support on the channel. If it's your first time to the channel and you like what you see, again, please subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications for weekly video updates. And also, I'd advise going back to the beginning of the playlist, particularly if you're new to yoga. Go back to the start of this playlist. I'll put the link up here. And you can, just go through the fundamentals and the basics, just building up as we go. That's the purpose of this one. Or refining your practice, getting a little bit more functional strength and movement out of your practice, if that's what you're after. But welcome, whatever's going on. Today we are looking at some wide leg forward folds, okay? So I'm going to do 4 variations of it. Mostly releasing the hamstrings, strengthening into the hip flexors, quads and core. Some of them with a little bit of shoulder release or strengthening the rhomboids and chest opening. Okay, based on the standing warm-up or the shoulder release that we've done in the previous videos, and then I'm going to link them together into a nice series here. Okay, so feet stance, I see a lot, toes turning out. I see some, not many, but toes turning inwards. What we're after is the outside of the feet running parallel. Okay, that's what we're after. So maybe the toes turn in just a smidge. Always listen to your body, okay? Everybody's different. Everybody is different. So always listen to your body. If it really doesn't work the way I've suggested it, make adjustments. Again, this is where going back to the start of the playlist helps, because it kind of gets you in that right frame of mind of tuning into your body. And always listen to your body over anybody's instruction, okay? But where possible, outside of the feet running parallel. About a third of the length of the mat is what we're after. I see people super wide stances because then they can go down and get their head on the floor. And it's kind of cheating. Okay, kind of. It's not the end of the world, but it's like find the balance in between just going for everything and refining your practice and finding the strength and stability and mobility as you move. Okay, so outside of the feet, roughly parallel where possible. Slight bend into the knees if you're prone to hyperextension. Really, again, hypermobility. You know, people go to yoga and they can bend all over the place and they're like Elastic Man and stuff like that, and it's all floppy and it all looks fantastic, but think about what you're doing to your body. Just because you can do something doesn't necessarily mean that you should. So if you've got hypermobility, you're super supple, think about muscular engagement and stability, okay? Just because you can bend through and look at your own backside doesn't mean that you necessarily should, okay? It's probably a good party trick, but not always necessary. So take that into consideration when you're practicing, okay? So if you need a slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the knees so you're not popping the knees out backwards, okay? But if you don't have that, nice straight legs, whatever's available for you. So first round, tend to say hands on the hip. You can come into it a myriad of different ways. But inhale, lift the heart up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold from the hips. It's quite a good way to do this because I tend to just tap my middle fingers on the hips, because first thing people do when they come into a fold is kind of this. But when you kind of just give yourself a little tap on the hips there, you know you've lifted the heart as you inhale and you're folding from the hips. So you're folding here, you're shortening these quads into the hip flexors, into the core. So you're folding from that point. Okay, sure, if you need to bend the knees because you've got ridiculously tight hamstrings, bend the knees a little bit, it's not a problem. But also there's nothing wrong with being here, with the hands around the back of the legs, shoulders pull back and fold to here. If that's all your hamstrings allow, roll with it. It's a practice. No more, no less. Maybe you can fold further, but you're folding from the hips and weight to the toes. So see so much the bum going back there. You want to weight forward to the toes. Lean forward so you're hanging on with your talons. Heart forward. Maybe you can get the hands beneath the shoulders. Maybe. Heart forward. Exhale. fold from the hips. Maybe even still the fingertips walk back in line with the toes. Weight to the toes, core engaged, so shortening these muscles here. Fold. Shoulder blades peel back. Inhale halfway. Hands to hips if you need to. Inhale, coming all the way up. Okay, good. So that's just a straight forward fold. Again, if you need to be here, not a problem. Feel into your body. Other option, a little bit of strengthening in the upper back and a bit of an opening through the chest. Hands to hips. Retract the shoulders. So pulling the elbows back towards each other. Inhale, lift the heart up. Always get that length through the spine. And exhale again. Just folding from the hips, purely from the hips. Forget about getting the head to the floor. Just fold to what's available. If you can, go for it. If not, no dramas. Elbows, shoulders pull together. Weight to toes. Good, inhale. Nice and steady, coming all the way back up. So really good, nice release down the back of the legs. If you're still in this wide leg fold, you may even feel it down the outside of the calves into the ankles. So nice release and stability of the ankles as well here. Other option, just interlace the hands behind the back. So fingers interlaced, palms facing each other. Tight shoulders, probably have your arms, palms apart. More supple, you can bring the palms together, okay? Guys, men, probably gonna have palms apart and probably not gonna get too much mobility. But this is why we practice. Saying you're not flexible enough to do yoga is like saying you're too dirty to have a bath, isn't it? So that's why we're here, that's why we're moving. So wide leg stance, exactly the same. Inhale, lift the heart, shoulder blades peel back. So you might feel the heart lifting and up. And then exhale again, fold from the hips, weight to toes, hands up overhead. Even if you're here, it's not the end of the world, just shoulder blades pull together. Feel that engagement and muscles engaging in the upper back. Weight to toes, hands up overhead. Again, maybe the palms come together and you take the hands up overhead. Weight to toes, strong in the shoulders, strong in the core. Always going to what's available, okay? And a general rule of thumb with the breathing, inhale up, exhale down. Just a general rule. It is broken in some instances. It's just a general rule with the mobility and the movement of the lungs, the diaphragm, as you move the body, okay? And one more we're going to play around with, similar to the first one, just a little bit of a deeper and a little bit more engagement across the upper back, okay? So we've got more focus on the upper back, using the arms for a little bit of extra purchase as well. So inhale, heart lifts up. Well, actually, I normally take the arms out to a side just because of my Ashtanga training. Inhale, lift up, but there's loads of way into it. Exhale, fold from the hips. Maybe your hands around the back of the legs because this is where you're at. Maybe you can slide down, anywhere down, or first two fingers and the thumb around the big toe. So we're kind of the big toes on the first two fingers and the thumb is wrapping around to the fingertips. Weight to toes, shoulders retract, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, engage the core, shorten those hip flexors. Keep the shoulder blades peeling back there and the arms go out to the side. Using the arms to pull on the feet, on the legs. Shoulder blades retracting, core engaged. Good. Inhale, release. Halfway, hands to hips, exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up. Good. Well done. Probably going to feel it on the outside of the calves, outside of the ankles. It's good. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Again, let go of going to extremes. You never need to be 100% into a pose. Go to what the body allows. So again, if you're here, and that's as far as you need, because you can feel the stretch in your hamstrings, the knees, the calves, whatever. This is where you need to be. And that's perfectly fine. Let go of anybody else in the room. Feel into your body. That's the practice. Okay, that's the practice. This is just a circus, as my old master used to say. Yoga's here and here. Okay. Thanks for your time. Much appreciated. See you in the next video.